Hi guys, Lee Calvert here with Briggs, Freeman, Sotheby's International Realty. Welcome. Wanted to chat to you about new construction in Celina, Texas. Celina, a city north of Dallas in the DFW metroplex, roughly about 45 minutes to downtown Dallas, also about 45 to 55 minutes to the Texas-Oklahoma state line. Now, new construction in Celina, if you're thinking about moving to Texas or the Dallas area, or maybe you're even in Dallas and you're looking for something new, if buying something brand new in Celina is not on your radar, maybe it should be. Now, I've helped a number of people buy brand new houses over the years, and I've bought a couple myself in different communities. Some common questions I usually get is obviously one, is the builder a good builder? Are they reputable? What's a good neighborhood to be a part of? What are the association fees? Is there a mud or a PID tax with those communities? We'll touch on those in a little bit. And are the neighbors in this community kind of uppity? Starting to see a number of those questions come out, especially for certain neighborhoods. And I think, while they're all reasonable questions and there's definitely insight that can be provided on there, some of the questions I think are more important are, what should I expect the community to look like in the next 5 to 10 years? Celina is such a growing area. I mean, the population of Celina right now is about 1/10 of its potential. There's so much property that is being developed, as you'll see on an image coming up on your screen soon. What's the surrounding area going to be like? What are the roads going to be like? What's traffic going to be like? Are there certain businesses that are moving to the area? These things I think are incredibly important because, let's say you move into a community now and you love it now. Are you going to love it in 5 years when the freeways got bigger or the roads are bigger and traffic's increased? Maybe the population level is not what you were looking for, but you are seeing it around right now. How long will the neighborhood be continuing to be built for? Incredibly important with regards to how the HOA is run, how the facilities are managed and kept up. Are the builders still in your community? Can you access them still? Are new homes being built in your community that you can rely on new construction sales being a valid, comparable property to assess what your value is? All these things, those are questions I don't get too often, but I think should be in your roster of questions for your realtor. And again, if you're not using a realtor going into these new developments, I highly recommend you should be. There's a number of reasons. I'll kind of go through those during this video as to why I think it's important. So in Celina right now, there's roughly about 20 communities that are being built, with at least 12 in the pipeline for coming up. That's from just initial glance. And there's about 30 builders to choose from over these communities, and that is not including the ones that are focused solely on the high-end custom homes that are not in development as much, but more you would contract them to build on your own lot. In regards to those builders, nationally known builders such as D.R. Horton, Lennar, Toll Brothers, Beazer Homes are in the area. Regionally, we've got David Weekley, Taylor Morrison, Gehan Homes, Pacesetter, Highland Homes, and Drees Custom Homes. And then the local builders such as Dave R. Williams, a big-time favorite, won a lot of awards in the D magazine, Olivia Clark Home, Tradition Homes, American Legend Homes, and Shattuck Homes, just to name a few. Again, I told you there was over 30 builders in the community. So you get the picture. There's a lot of choice available and actually crosses a lot of price points for obviously different types of buyers that are looking to be in the market. But choices can be a good thing, but can be difficult. How do you choose the right one? what if you chose the wrong one? Oftentimes I'm hearing from sales reps at the builders that buyers are coming to them and they're not represented by a realtor. They're coming direct. And you got to sit there and go, okay, well, who's looking after the buyer's interests fully? What's the mentality behind there? Is it just because it's new construction? What could go wrong? It's brand new. I mean, really, what could go wrong? So we're a little ways into the video. This video is really going to provide you a snapshot of the new construction options that are in Celina. And should you find a real estate professional online to help you out, could be absolutely anyone or someone that's helping you with this video, then please reach out and make sure that you've got someone batting in your corner. So just running through quickly, I'm going to look at my list because I can't remember all these off the top of my head. Here we go. So we're going to review Bluewood, Buffalo Ridge, Cambridge Crossing, Celina Hills, Chalk Hill, Cottages of Salina, Creek Point Estates, Creeks of Legacy, Cross Creek Meadows, Edgewood Creek, Green Meadows, Greenway, Legacy Hills, Light Farms, Liliana, Mustang Lakes, that's where this is. Residencies at Cottage Hill, Sutton Fields, the Parks at Wilson Creek, that's the new one just north of here, Wellspring Estates and Wilson Creek Meadows, and maybe some other surprise ones that I forgot to put on this list when I first started writing out. All right, so kicking off with Bluewood. Bluewood is a 241-acre site. It's going to have 900 living units in there. It is part of the Celina School District. And the reason I mentioned that is there are some areas of Celina that are actually in the Prosper School District. This development will have or has a swimming pool, an on-site elementary school. It is a PID district, and we touched on this earlier. What's a MUD and a PID? Well, a PID is a property improvement district. So you are paying a marginally higher tax rate to pay for the improvements to the area. There are still options to build here with First Texas Homes. So the idea with Bluewood, it's a perfect new community for you to put down your roots in Celina. The Masterplan community located off Preston Road, it's minutes from the Dallas North Tollway and Highway 380. The parks provide a valuable opportunity for neighbors, connect, and kids of all ages to collaborate and play with purpose. A new pocket tucked near the Phase 4 area will have a beautiful pavilion, gas grills, outdoor barbecues galore, a fire pit to enjoy during the chilly months, a bocce ball court, and a play feature to have hours of outdoor fun. So Bluewood, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. I've got some images on the screen. That's Blue. Buffalo Ridge is a 23-acre site, so not a big development. There's only 63 homes set to be in this community. It is part of the Celina School District, and the developer of this one was D.R. Horton. There's no PID or MUD for this development, so your costs of being in the development are lower than some others, and there are options still available to buy into this community through D.R. Horton and Grand Homes. And one of the things I wanted to know on there is they actually have a floor plan called the Downton Abbey floor plan. I only reference it because Downton Abbey is a British show, but I just thought if you wanted to live at Downton Abbey, you could try and claim that through your Downton Abbey floor plan. So yeah, Buffalo Ridge, one to consider. Cambridge Crossing, one of my favorite communities in the Celina area, was developed by Cambridge Companies, the same development company that provided Mustang Lakes and also parks at Wilson Creek coming up soon. It's a 637-acre site. There's going to be 2,000 living units in the community. It is part of the Celina School District. There's a pool, a clubhouse. It is a PID, it's a property improvement district. There's a lifestyle director, so you get a personnel that's actually providing events and entertainment planning for the community. There's pickleball, there's about 7 lakes with some fishing in those lakes as well. Builders for this community include Coventry Homes, Union Main, Highland, and Perry. Now, yet for all of the vintage charm you get with the Cambridge Crossing development, the features and amenities there are designed to meet the desires of today's families. So really keeping everything on site as much as you might need. There is an on-site elementary being built there as well. Your accessibility to the Dallas North Tollway is going to be really, really simple. So if you haven't looked at Cambridge Crossing, it's actually geared up to be such a well-located community. All right, Celina Hills. It's a 38-acre site. It's in the Celina School District. I didn't find the exact number of units they're going to have in there, but based off 38 acres, it's not going to be overly too many. The developer was Green Brick Partners. Builders in there, CB Jenny, Normandy Homes, and Olivia Clark Homes. So if you haven't heard about those builders, you could Google them and check them out, or reach out to me. I can go through more details with you on there. There's a pool, there's a pond, there's trails, and there is no PID for that development. Chalk Hill, a 95-acre site with 435 living units going to be there. It is also part of the Celina School District. It was developed by Centurion American. Now that Centurion American have actually done a lot of developments in the area, and they'll continue to do so. There's actually a lot around the state. Chalk Hill is a premier master plan community that will encompass the 95 acres. It's just off Preston Road, north of the Celina High School. The project will take over 2 phases. So again, it's about 440 single family homes and 450 multifamily units. Now, why is that important? You might decide you don't want to be in a community with multifamily units. So make sure you're looking at the plans for the community. There will be an upscale amenity center with a swimming pool and commercial components in the future as well. Being near Preston Road, you're actually going to always have commercial opportunities nearby, as well as that's one of the key arteries for the area. Okay, the Cottages of Salina is actually going to be conveniently located nearby to downtown Salina. So you get in the nightlife, the restaurants, the community events, the farmers market. I mean, it's such a cool place. I'm such a big fan of downtown Salina, and it is on my brain a lot about the changes that will come with the population growth. But more people should be able to enjoy this downtown, and the businesses there deserve to thrive with the growing community. So the Cottages of Salina, it's a 50-acre site. It's part of the Celina ISD. You couldn't get more embedded in Salina than being by downtown. Shattuck Homes developed the community, and it will be Shattuck Homes and Highland Homes that are offering units for sale in that community. So it's going to have multiple park areas, open spaces, walking trails, a community pool, 2 catch and release fishing ponds, and then obviously again, walking distance to downtown. If you haven't looked at downtown Salina yet, there'll be another video that focuses on the downtown amenities, but make sure you're going on there. You can also even start tapping into a Life Connected, which is kind of the motto for Salina and the plans they have for the future. All right, another neighborhood that is coming soon is Creek Point Estates by Dave R. Williams, one of the higher end, highly regarded builders. It's a 35 acre site, and it's 23, luxury premium 1 acre parcels in there. And it's going to be an absolutely beautiful setting. Most of the Dave R. Williams communities sell without even having to list the properties on the MLS. You can just go direct to the builder, but they have a waiting list of people that are trying to build with them. They are that popular, and the properties are absolutely wonderful. They basically illustrate it's the perfect setting for a peaceful lifestyle. However, there is a lot of property around this development that is, open land and has future development potential. So it's definitely one to watch this space. Okay, Creeks of Legacy, another Centurion American development sitting on 370 acres. Just over 1,000 properties will be in there. So 1,000 new single family homes to be brought to the area. It does fall in the Prosper Independent School District, and homeowners will be able to enjoy 2 amenity centers, pools, playgrounds, and more. Probably, I'm assuming a gym will probably fall in that category as well. Builders that are in here: First Texas Homes, Tri Point Homes, Megatel, and KB Home. So make sure that's on your radar, especially if you, again, want just single family home community, no multifamily, no duplexes, anything like that. Moving on to the next one, we have Cross Creek Meadow, sitting on a 250-acre site. There'll be about 1,100 units built in this development, and it's developed by Corson Kramer Development. The builders in here are going to be Taylor Morrison and Trophy Signature Homes. This development is going to be located conveniently north of the new and expanded Collin County Outer Loop, and we'll have a resort-style pool, an amenity center, parks, playgrounds, and expansive open spaces with trails. So excited to see what that one looks like. A lot of the communities that you'll see have a lot of similar features, but I think the feel of nature and how it looks around the community is going to be the key differences between them as well. All right, now admittedly, some of these I'm taking some of the verbiage from their websites, but some of them are really entertaining on how they write this up. So go over this one. Edgewood Creek. It's a Centurion American development. It's on 240 acres. Be 364 builds in this development. It's in Celina ISD, potentially also Prosper ISD as well. The builder in there is First Texas Homes. That's it. Listen to this. What would it be like to live in a community where neighbors know each other by their first name? A place to live and grow together. Edgewood Creek offers that quaint feel in the heart of Celina. That sounds lovely. But a lot of it depends on the neighbor you have move in there. Do you want to know everyone by their first name? How are you doing it? Is there a Facebook group? Is there a lifestyle director? Are there events for the community? How does that community offer that benefit over any others? Things that pop in my head. Edgewood Creek will span over 240 acres. There'll be ample walking and hiking trails, an amenity center, and the choice for younger residents to attend Prosper or Celina ISD. Again, we'll check the boundary site for that, and obviously school developments and which ones are being built to know if you're going to fall in each school district depending on which part of the community you live in. Okay, next one up is Green Meadows. Currently, the largest development in Celina. Currently, because we'll have another one coming up. It's on a 1,493 acre site. There's just shy of 4,500 units going into Green Meadows. It's all in Celina ISD. It's a Tomlin Investments development. Builders in this community are Castle Rock, Pacesetter Homes, Gehan Homes, and Stone Hollow Homes for now. There might be more coming later on the future phases. Amenities include pool, a slide, legit, it's got a slide for the pool, a gym, a garden for vegetables and so forth. That's already out there, up and running. Trails, playgrounds, and courts. Tennis courts, pickleball courts. Again, it's going to be one of those things that evolves over time. Pickleball has been a really popular thing for neighborhoods to start putting in, as we saw over at Cambridge Crossing. And reads, picture a master planned community entirely devoted to good times. Green Meadows is just such a place. Here your family will find endless opportunities to enjoy recreation and relaxation within the laid-back surroundings of Celina. Sounds absolutely delightful. Anyway, when you pull into Green Meadows, you've got the pool on the right and the amenity center. Beforehand, there's some buildings of townhomes, and not too far away, you've actually got some apartment buildings going in as well. So again, we've got to look at everything around. It'll be really easy access to get to the Dallas North Tollway, no doubt. And in the future, I think there's a lot of commercial opportunities to be going in the south part of Green Meadows too. All right, going from Green Meadows to Greenway, we've got a 63 acre site, 280 units. It's a MI Homes development. There is no mud or PID taxes for Greenway. And the motion is buyers can afford more when there's no mud or PID, which to be fair is true, but the mud and PID developments seem to be the most popular ones and most desirable communities because they bring you amenities that come with that. There's a community pool and a playground. You can live within the comforts of a newer community without the fees that come with a master plan site. So again, various options around in Celina. Greenway might just be one for you. All right, I mentioned Green Meadows was the largest development in Celina for now, but wait, Legacy Hills, and start to become familiar with that name because it's going to be big. 3,200 acre site, 3,200 acres, 7,000 units, and it's going to be a lot of mix. You're going to have single family homes, you're going to have multi-family homes, townhomes. It's going to be an absolute mix of properties in there. It's a Centurion American development, many builders. So you've got D.R. Horton, Pulte, Lennar, Ashton Woods. Ashton Woods does a lot directly through their website. Del Webb, MI Homes, Starlight Homes, Beazer Homes, First Texas Homes, and Matami Homes. It reads, and it's going to be kind of northwest of downtown Celina, an absolutely massive development. I've got an image of the whole kind of plan for Celina that I'll try and put up on the screen for you, so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. When I say whole plan, I'm talking about all of Celina. Legacy Hills is a premier master planned development situated on approximately 3,200 acres, conveniently located near Legacy Drive and Celina Parkway. Legacy Hills will be the most sought after development in North Collin County and will provide direct access to the new Dallas North Tollway extension being built. The new will be the most sought after development in North Collin County. There's actually not that much alternative out there, North Collin County. It's really Celina, kind of you go further north, you're going into Grayson, so McKinney, Prosper, and most of the Prosper developments are pretty much being built out. Winsong Ranch has been the key place there. So yeah, Legacy Hills really could be the new main focal point, like we mentioned. Distinct tracts within Legacy Hills will feature a wide range of single-family homes from 40, 50, 60, and 65-foot lots. In addition, the master plan development will feature an array of amenities such as a 27-acre sports park, 7 amenity centers, so 1 per 1,000, playscape areas, a 3-mile walking and biking trail. Children in Legacy Hills will be able to attend the Celina ISD, and there'll be 2 new elementary schools for the area. So Legacy Hills, if you haven't looked about it much, Google it and or simply give us a call. We can go over more details together as well. Okay, next up, Light Farms. Light Farms has really kind of been the pinnacle of developments for the area. It's got national attention and rightly so. It's got a lot of attraction for the area. Normally when people are looking at Celina, they've really started off looking at Light Farms to begin with. There is a MUD, that's a municipal utility district tax that comes with living in Light Farms. It's located just north of the Prosper High School and the Prosper Sports Stadium, Children's Health Sports Stadium. An absolutely fantastic development park there, the natatorium's there. One of my favorite things about Light Farms is it actually has an on-site privately owned bar restaurant called The Nook, and enjoyed watching the World Cup there, for example. But Light Farms, it's a 1,070 acre site, 3,625 units built there. It's a Republic Property Group development. So we've got mud, no PID, there's pools, a clubhouse, a lifestyle director, on-site restaurant, like I mentioned. There's a beach, there's lakes, there's an on-site elementary. They've got basketball courts, beach volleyball, There's a bunch of trails, and what else we've got? We've got resort style pools. I believe there's pickleball and tennis as well. And builders in there was American Legend, Cavonian, Dries Custom, Tradition, MI Homes, Trophy Signature, Shattuck Homes, and Toll Brothers. Now, it is getting towards the end of the development. North of Light Farms, part of the community of Light Farms is an area called Sweetwater, and it's a private community. Will have its own events and amenities within the Light Farms community. They'll have a pool, a private fitness center, and homes there will have front yard maintenance included. And in there is Trophy Signature and MI Homes. So Light Farms, a lot of the residents I speak to there talk about the integration and the connection within that community. So if you're moving from out the area, definitely consider Light Farms. It's a great place to move into and get embedded within a community and build a good circle of people around you as well. The other side of Light Farms I would talk about is be mindful of the Dallas North Tollway extension, where it's being built. That's off to the west side of the community. The rail line runs right through Light Farms, and the road to the south on Frontier Parkway is being expanded as well. So I'm very mindful for what noise is going to be like. And you might not like being anywhere near the railway in any sense. So pros and cons, just want to make sure that with every pro, we're kind of understanding the other side of the picture and the conversation that you'll get when reviewing new construction. All right, next up, Liliana. It's part of the Prosper ISD. It's a 400-acre development. They're building an on-site elementary school right now. Should be open for the next calendar year, so the 2023-2024 school year. It's a Hillwood development, and the builders in there are American Legend, Bloomfield, Highland Homes, and MI Homes. They've got a pool, they've got a lifestyle director, they've got an outdoor kitchens, and the HOA hosts events and gatherings throughout the year. Definitely consider it. It's just along Frontier Parkway, just down the road from Mustang Lakes to the east, and Light Farms to the west. All right, Mustang Lakes. I've come back down to this little site here to do the video for here, considering this is Mustang Lakes behind me. I'm part of Mustang Lakes, and an absolutely wonderful community, a growing community developed by Cambridge companies. And so it's a 1,241 acre site, absolutely ginormous. There's going to be 3,400 units in the community when it's finished, various sizes of lot sizes and footage sizes. So properties are always measured by 40-foot lot, 50-foot lot, 60, 65, 70, 80, and so forth. So Mustang Lakes is actually part of the Prosper Independent School District, not the Celina School District. And it was actually the Prosper School District was a hugely important part of why we moved into this area. Again, another thing of connect with someone that can help you and decide where you want to be, because there are some differences depending on maybe your personal situation. Builders in this community include Highland Homes, David Weekley Homes, Tradition Homes, Perry Homes, Britton, and Coventry Homes. And actually, just about here, over the other side of the lake, is a little cluster of model homes. And there's about 3 other model homes in different areas of the community. But it's kind of nice to have them all there. You can park, get out, see everyone, go get the information you need to get, and so forth. Now, there's also a custom home area for Mustang Lakes. And so Dave R. Williams is in there, Alfred Homes, Sharif and Munir, and Tim Jackson Custom Homes are in there. Now, this is the second custom home area that Mustang Lakes was doing. I believe there's going to be some future ones as well as the site kind of builds north. But if you're looking for 1 acre parcel and build an absolutely beautiful house in the 2 to 3 million range, then definitely try and connect and get into this community. There's not that many available. That part is called Rosebrook, is the custom homes area. Now, the club at Mustang Lakes, I'm just gonna actually divert from what I've been doing, keeping it still. I'm gonna just roll around here. So the clubhouse here, and actually there's a covered area here. It won the award for the highest honor in 2019. It was awarded the Best Community Amenity Center by the National Association of Home Builders at the Nationals, beating out amenity centers from around the country. How pretty cool is that? The hub is the hub for amenities. We've got tennis courts, swimming pools, playground, basketball courts. You've got the lake behind that you can go fishing. You can go non-motorized boating as well. I haven't seen anyone out there, but we're kind of talking about it. And then across the lake, there's a little private park setting where they've got barbecue and cornhole built in. In another part of the community, there's another kind of amenity center that's going to be a covered area. There's cornhole, and as the development increases, there will be another community building, and it looks like there'll be another pool and so forth over there as well. But 3,400 homes, you're probably going to have more than one amenity center. Now, if you want to know more about options in this community, I mean, you know, I feel like I'd be a pretty good candidate for it. It's being a home one. I'll probably actually have a separate video going just for Mustang Lakes on another day. Perhaps you're looking for something that's a little bit more along the 1 acre parcel sites. Again, kind of breaking away from the 40, 50, 60 foot frontages of the developments. We talked a little bit earlier about the Dave R. Williams site. Well, another alternative is the residences at Cottage Hill. 42 units going into this community. It's a development from Rock Hill Capital Investments. It reads, it's a luxury rural residential community that features 1 acre lots. Build your dream home along the rolling hills of the residences of Cottage Hill with spacious lots filled with beautiful greenbelt areas that offer wonderful views. That's true. It's definitely on the hills of Celina. It's just around the corner from Mustang Lakes. And it obviously gives you room to build your dream home and have a barn or a shop on site. Enjoy the benefits of a peaceful rural living while being minutes from Celina, Prosper, and McKinney. So definitely true right now. It's definitely in the rural part. Definitely keep in mind of the development plans for the area, but I'd say that area is fairly safe from development because of how much private property and 1 acre parcel home sites are out in that area already. So if you want something that's a little bit more higher end, you know, probably in the 1.5 to 3, 4, 5 million range is your target price point, definitely consider this one. Another Centurion American development, Sutton Fields, out kind of more towards the Prosper side of Celina. It touches into the Prosper Independent School District. 622 acre site. MI Homes, Lennar, and First Texas Homes are over there. That development is really coming towards the end of its availability. Not many options over there. You might catch a few with First Texas Homes right now. What Sutton Fields offers, again, more trails, more parks, playgrounds, pools, an amenity center that's got kind of a chic, modern feel to it. But again, towards the end, definitely keep an eye out for resale for that as well. But Sutton Fields, one of those newer developments. Getting close towards the end of the options here, guys. Not long to go. Okay, the penultimate neighborhood in this list for this video, the parks at Wilson Creek. Just north of where I am in Mustang Lakes, you get up to the Collin County Outer Loop, and it's going to be off there. And actually, Roseland Parkway comes from Mustang Lakes, and it will connect all the way up there eventually. Now, the parks at Wilson Creek, if you go on the website, you look at the video, you're going to think, wow, I need to have a Range Rover, or I think it was the alternative was a Porsche to live in this community. The video is basically Range Rovers everywhere, people jogging, walking with dogs, and so forth. Anyway, if you've got a Range Rover, maybe you already immediately fit in. But I'm really excited about this development, actually. So it's 748 acres, just shy of 3,000 units going to be built in there. It's another Cambridge company's development, so like Cambridge Crossing and Mustang Lakes. The builders in there, are Highland Homes, Perry Homes, Tradition Homes, and David Weekley. Now, the cool thing about this one, it's gonna have a 100-acre city park. There's gonna be baseball fields there, sports fields. There's miles of trails, a resort-style pool, a kiddie pool, lifestyle programming, sand volleyball court, basketball courts, pickleball courts, 12 lakes, fishing, pocket parks, native open space, a future second amenity center featuring pools, sport courts, indoor gathering center, a fitness center, and more. Whew. I mean, you know, I'm just excited for it being there as well. And, you know, that 100-acre park, it's going to be the third major park for Celina, and some more sports fields and so forth. It's going to be a fantastic addition to the area. So, and I've got some images of what it looks like right now. I'm actually really intrigued to go back there in maybe like 5 years from now and take a picture from the same site and just see what it looks like. Okay, lastly, Wellspring Estates. It kind of just butts up south of Mustang Lakes. Actually, the drive in on Mustang Lakes, Wellspring comes on the other side of one of the lakes there. Built with the idea of 296 homes coming into the community. It's actually just started selling phase 2. There is limited availability already because of how many people had interest to be in the community. So you got to act quickly. It's Grand Homes and First Texas Homes that are in that development. Definitely jump on board to get in ASAP. It's a great location and surrounded by obviously great amenities. It's Prosper ISD as well. So that wraps up the new communities for the area. Obviously got some imagery going on throughout the video as well. And I'll wrap up with showing you as much as I can the pictures of the developments that is planned for Celina. And now maximized when the city's fully grown out, anticipating 300,000 people living in the area. Now, you know, consider that a tenth of that is what is there right now. So a lot of growth, a lot of years ahead, a lot of amenities to come to the area. And with that is obviously going to come with some upsides and downsides and pros and cons, some advantages and challenges. But if you get in early in communities, I usually find you will be well supported for later down the line as prices and demand for the area continue. So make sure if you're considering moving to Texas, maybe you already live here, if you're thinking about somewhere different, think about Celina. And if you don't mind, please feel free to give me a call with any questions. I will visit any of these sites with you or for you. If you're out of the area, I can do video calls. And I've done a lot of new construction, whether it's going through spec house, custom build. I've had my own house built custom before, so I know that entire process, and happy to guide you through there and take from the experiences of myself and my former buyers to benefit you in the long run. Anyway, again, I'm Leigh Calvert with Briggs, Freeman, Sotheby's International Realty, serving DFW, primarily Celina, Prosper, McKinney, but I'll go anywhere that you need me as long as, you know, if you ask me nicely. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your time here, and we'll see you at the next video.